Hello everyone, and welcome back to Rebuild the Capital. Now, since the last episode, I went ahead and started grinding out some quests. Yeah, I think I did everything. Except any of the DLCs. Now, I did amass how much? 28,000 caps, which is really good. I didn't realize I was getting that many. Mostly from gambling and then doing a couple of quests. Now I spent 3,000 on this. Yeah, you can purchase the Sentinel's uniform, which allows you to place medals on it. Or, oh yeah, completing Brotherhood campaigns. Each medal provides a bonus. Ooh. We've only done 7 so far. I'm not going to wear this. In fact, can I just take the hat? I can just take the hat. Alright. But yeah, there's the operations we've done so far. And now, I did look up an old checklist, so to speak. Somebody made it. It's from an earlier version, I think 2.09 of Rebuild the Capital. But I believe if I... Oh yeah, we do have a budget of about 6K. I think that's 4 weeks worth of taxes right there. Now if we buy the Forge, which gives us the Combat Smiths in order to increase weapons and armor production at Castle Alliance, a dedicated factory maintained by the Order of Smiths must be constructed. Most join the Order of Smiths for non-combat duties, but an increasing number of Smiths are finding themselves thrust into the front lines to provide combat engineering support. Ever expanding operations of the Brotherhood. You can now recruit them, and then if I also invest in Megaton, medium-sized settlement situated in the heart of Wasteland, since the defusal of the town's signature bomb, population and trade in Megaton exploded. We'll cover the difference. Oh, I got the armor. Also slightly improved reputation. Let's see the armor. Plus 10 to repair, 10 and 32. Dude, these are... Has this mod never gone through an overhaul? Because usually DR being this high is reserved for power armor. No, it might be right. Alright, so 1 and 5. 10 and 32. It is red combat armor. Okay. I think I like that a lot. But I'll still be doing this one. It might need a repair soon. Also, if you noticed, we have one operation. Operation Detention. A gang of raiders have been harassing water caravans traveling to Megaton. A squad led by Knight McDaniel has tracked down the raiders to the Springvale ruins, where they are currently holding up in the abandoned school building. These raiders can no longer be tolerated, and as such, must be dealt with before they cause greater havoc. Give it a moment. Now we can go. And here we are. Good old Springvale. Oh, they're in the elementary school. Okay. I think I know what we're getting into. Also just in friggin' white armor. What's a combat smith?
Everything's above board.
Oh, and here's the guardsman. He gets a laser repeater and I think a melee weapon to go with it. I'm not sure though. Welcome to Springvale, Sentinel. Glad you've come. We have a bit of a complicated situation on our hands. What's the situation? My men and I were sent here to clear out the raiders from this abandoned school. We expect it to be an easy mission, but the raiders have taken hostages from Megaton. Now they're holed up inside. My men and I have locked down this area so the raiders won't be getting out, but I can't just kick the door down without risking lives. Needless to say, we're in a very delicate situation. What's the plan? As of right now, there is no plan. With the exception of you, I haven't heard a word from High Command. I suppose it's up to you on how we handle this situation. Sounds like a subtle approach will be needed in order to deal with the raiders and free the hostages. Oh, do they have demands? I don't have a way to communicate with the raiders inside, but I doubt they really have any demands. With their brains blasted by jets, I don't think the raiders are thinking straight. They're just desperate, and they're playing what cards they have to survive. Okay. But plainly, negotiating isn't an option. Okay. Sounds like a subtle approach is needed if we want to deal with the raiders and free the hostages. When it comes to saving lives, I would say a stealthy approach would be best. What little information I could piece together, there are 7 hostages guarded by 10 raiders plus their leader. 2 hostages being held at the lower levels, the remainder are held inside of the compound or the main compound of the schools. To complicate things further, the hostages have been equipped with explosive collars and remote activated comms from Paradise. Where these raiders got these, I have no idea, but any attempt to disarm them. Okay, it's going a little fast. Don't want to risk accidental detonation trying to disarm them. My combat smith can disarm these collars once the school is clear. I'll see if I can sneak inside and deal with those raiders without risking the lives of the hostages. Sounds like a plan, Sentinel. Just like I said, you can either disarm the hostages' collars, or you can focus on taking out the 10 raiders along with their leader. Collars can be detonated remotely, so be cautious. You have to avoid direct combat with the raiders, take them out, or they can send the detonation frequency. The front door will likely be heavily guarded, so I recommend taking the side entrance. Best of luck. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. We will wait. Okay. Let's see. Stealth boy's right there. Oh, whoops. Okay, so we've got the... Yeah, they've already taken care of it. Alright. So he said a whopping total of 10. I think a stealth boy might be the best way. Although I have nothing silenced. What? -1 luck, plus 10 survival, plus 5 unarmed, plus 5 guns. That's a nice early game armor. What mod are you from? TTW Dialogue and Interaction Expansion Overhaul. Oh, that was... I haven't updated this list in a while. I'm fairly certain that has a newer version, but... Yeah, I completely forgot I added that before checking out for almost a year. Alright, back to the plan. I don't really have... a silent weapon. Alright, took me a few minutes to figure out what I wanted to take, but I did want a 22 because high critical multiplier, but I had to settle on a 10 mil, silenced 10 mil, mostly because it's the weapon I have the most ammo for at the moment. And problem I discovered, this version of Eddie added by, what was it, TTW Tweaks?
Hey.
Yeah. He's kind of broken. Where he just constantly teleports with me. It's a problem with that mod at the current moment, because that's just a collection of, like, text editor tweaks. So, yeah. See what happens. Actually, I should... oh wait, it's in the other category. There we go. What? Okay. I can barely see these mines. But they did booby trap it. Okay. I almost shot right there. Okay, this takes us up. We're on the side that would usually take us up. I don't know how many of them there are. Very easy. He was stuck in here, by the way. Success is determined by your explosives skill. Alright, we'll see what happens. Whew, that didn't happen at all. Man, alright. Okay, I nearly didn't notice you because this door is never unlocked. Oh my god. Also, yeah, probably a bad spot. This, Oh. We're fine. Yeah, it's kind of really bad. Whoever's behind Rebuild the Capital might want to move you from here. Yeah, they might want to move you from here and somewhere else. Or hell, just put them both in the same room. Because, yeah, that's dangerous. Also, I think that was all of them down here. Unless there's a room back here. Oh, this takes me... Okay. I know where all of these go. Also, is that the entirety of this area? I can't see these buttons. That's the entirety of it, bar what's underneath. Okay, so I'm gonna have to leave them. At least for now. Let this run out. And I'll head upstairs. Because there's two ways we can go about this. Because one of these doors takes me to a stairwell. The other one takes me to the lower entrance to this area, which has one set of stairs. But one of these does take me to a stairwell that puts me conveniently next to the leader that would usually be here. Oh, it's under other. I was like, what? Also, I'm gonna just skip those animations and use these real quick. So, can I build a robot? No, not yet. Here we go. There's that bird. Ooh. Keep it ready. This is usually where the leader would be. Why do you have NCR money? Genuine question. Where did you go? Oh well. Switchblade, somebody's moving on the other side there. Duck and cover's here. Usually this is locked with a key. Oh my god. The Dylan Queen. I have anything big? I don't even have ammo for that. Let's see how much this does. Decent. Whoops. I haven't heard anything pop yet. Oh my god, okay. Flare gun. Fun fact, these can be used to scare abominations like ants. Also, make sure. Destroyed party hat. Oh, and there's the transponder. With the transponder in your possession. Okay. I don't have to worry about discretion. Also, yep, that would have worked. Also, that was some decent. Yeah, all 7 callers have been disarmed. You can safely head back to McDaniel to storm to school, or you can take the rest out by yourself. Calm down, I'm only here for the mentats. You can stay. Just to bring them out.
Yut! Dead, big sack! Kick ass!
Okay. Didn't expect this, did you? Whoa!
Come out and fight! Come on!
I broke the AI.
Yeah! Tear him apart! Oh, this is fun. It's go time!
Oh. Oh! Up in the air and then just... Alright.
Yeah!
Oh. Oh. I'll be taking that. Alright. Celebratory aqua pura. Water never tasted so good. Alright boys, I think I did it.
Evening.
Sentinel? Seems like the hostage crisis has been resolved. You did it, Sentinel. Raiders are dead and the hostages are alive. I'm glad this is all over. Here, I found this weapon on one of the raiders. Seems like it could be something useful to you. I think I'm gonna grab a drink at the saloon in Megaton. Okay, what? Skull Popper. Oh my god, okay. Dump the rest into guns. Also grab gun nut. It's called the Skull Popper, right? Uses 12 gauge, 10.9 by 5.
Watch it!
It's a silenced shotgun. Is that a skull on both sides? Oh, it doesn't use the animation. The right animation, I mean. Yeah, it does. Alright. I mean, nice to know. Silent shotguns are really good. So, no. I need to be going now. Let me actually check. Yeah, there's Operation Detention done. Okay.
Hey.
Navigation, just straight to my office. Let's see how many other assets I can grab. Oh, actually, one unread. Followers of the Apocalypse. And found interest in a group calling themselves the Followers of the Apocalypse recently arrived in the capital wastes. They claim to be humanitarians who are interested in increasing access to education, medical health care for all wastelanders too. The followers have reached out to the Brotherhood and say they wish to cooperate. The younger brothers of the chapter think the followers could prove to be a valuable partner in uplifting the wasteland, but the older paladins who are familiar with the followers in California are staunchly against giving them support. In fact, they believe the followers and their ideology will work to undermine Brotherhood control. These older paladins are calling for the followers to be expelled from the capital wastes. No, we're cooperating. You can now invest in Springvale School to help the followers establish an outpost. Ooh. Let me actually deposit a lot of my money real quick. How do I go about doing that? Oh wait, it says decreased reputations with the traditionalists. Let's actually see. Minus 15. Minus 15, everyone. Also, that's 8 campaigns completed. Actually, let me donate. Current budget is 0. I'll give them about that much. Let's see, so this one I'm not sure about. Whoops. Accidentally just invested in that. Now, all of these investments are related to quests, and I think there's a handful of DLC ones. Alright, now what to invest in next? I think the next one I planned for was definitely not the delivery thing. I think it was Lincoln Memorial. Yeah, we can transform it into a military outpost. Does that get me a new operation? It does. Operation Thornton. Brotherhood of Steel has greatly increased its military presence in the DC ruins, and the time has come to complete and total. For the complete and total pacification of the mall, an assault will strike the Capitol building, where Brotherhood footmen and knights will push through the warring super mutants and Talon Company mercenaries. Information recovered from salvaged Enclave terminals represents a bunker buried under the Capitol building, which could contain useful pre-war data, along with pushing enemy forces from the area. The recovery of any valuable information is an important objective. We're doing it. Increased with the traditionalists for just taking that, or I think that was the investment. Here, join the assault. Alright. It will take me a moment to get there. Oh no, we can just go straight to the Lincoln Memorial. Okay. I wish it said that in the investment. Gives you a vertibird location. Also, they're already moving. Okay, now that time has passed. Okay, we gotta storm the Capitol building. Inside, I think, is a behemoth. Holy Jesus, you could see it blew someone to pieces right there. What the hell? Mr. Observer, what is that thing? Oh, it's... It's an antique Robotician bugging out hilariously hard. Oh, it's an Arc Knight. Hopefully no casualties. Okay, Super Mutant Yeoman is what I was shooting at by accident. Okay, Overlord. Get him. Okay. Alright, status. They're all good, alright. Yeah, I could use that to turn enemies to my side momentarily. Ooh. Hopefully I'll have enough flechette ammo to push through this. Oh my god. Good golly, Miss Molly. Oh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Super Mutant. Damn. Ooh, Tri-Beam. I'll actually want that. Apparently Tri-Beam laser upgrades are insanely common after level 30.
Look out!
Why do you have a pulse rifle? I ran out. Let me just take that from you before you hurt yourself. What is he doing? Also, why is he wearing some sort of salvaged armor? Oh. Well, hope I didn't just make an enemy. There's the one. Normal Super Mutant. That's kind of fun. Okay. Okay, we lost the knight. What were you wearing? Salvaged power armor. Okay, that makes sense. Also, what the hell? Okay, I'll be taking that. That gun is not easy to find. One of them does have a nuke, by the way. Oh, it works on him. It does. How come you're so much easier to knock down than an Overlord? Holy Jesus, okay. See what else he had. Wastelander's metal armor, a scavenged metal helmet. Who's the one with the nuke launcher? Because, yes, at least one of them is supposed to have a nuke launcher. You did. Oh. Who's firing off their riot shotgun? Where's your shotgun, buddy? It was a Winchester City Killer. Those things are awful. At least for where I am in terms of level. Also, was there actually, like, a turret? I don't know where the turret is. But yeah, that's kind of funny. Gonna activate mark, what is that, 8 turrets? I am all backward right now, because I have no idea where I'm going. Okay, random crap, but can I get up to the... No, this... Okay, I get it now. This door, technically you can't go up to it. You can actually start here. Yeah. So where it's telling me to go, I have to use TCL to actually go up to it. This is an area where you can... Wow, that was a great bit of lag. Yep, enemies spawn. You're supposed to come through here. I'm wondering if I went another way, what would have happened? I gotta go down. Let's actually give the shotgun a rest and go with the Sentinel pistol. I can change its name, I just don't feel like it. Excuse you.
No more games.
Yeah, no more games. Time to shoot. Okay, we just keep going down. Yeah, base damage could use a little bit. There we go.
That takes care of that.
I'll use the normal one. Damn it. Okay. It's not directly in the middle. It's on the right. Damn. Uh-oh. No, wait, I'm not stuck. Okay, not very much is here. Why was this locked? Let me also just click this. Well, here it is. Elevator switch right there. Anything else, though? Because I'm fairly certain this area can't be accessed unless you go a particular way, and the way the game directed me was just wrong. Also, how are we doing? Also, squad finances, yeah, 0 for right now. Okay, let's, Oh, I thought it was a door that just opens. Whoops. Cue ball, very important. Explore the Thornton. I can't hack that. Can't open that. Uh-oh. This is, sounds like a... Come on. There we go. Pulse slug time. Suitcase is full of money. Damn it, it's on the right. Isn't always the right. Guard armor. $32 and $12. Oh, wow. Okay, that works better with the aesthetic. Although you can see the arm is not textured properly. That's a problem. With, ooh, a keycard. That's a problem with my current texture mod. for female characters also. Oh, mama. Huge upgrade. Huge. Too bad it's really broken. There we go. Press random buttons. Today's the day. Right, lads, today's the day we've all been waiting for. The world's gone to shit, and the political elite are swarming into our nice little sanctuary. Be sure to smile as you process them. Let's just all do our jobs, and then we'll be on our way to the White Spring Bunker. That's a reference to 76, where we all can relax until the radiation dies down. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. Security cards. Remember to keep your security cards on you at all times. Don't want the robot processing you by accident. Most of the robots inside the bunker are having their parameters updated, so be sure to pick up the new cards in the main security office. Processing orders. Those whose names are on the list are to be processed through the door on the left. Everyone else is directed to take the door on the right for processing. Follow only the list. Disregard familial relations. Only those on the list are to be permitted through. Interesting. So to the right is processing. But processing for what? Because, this don't look like processing. It wasn't. Now I know why processing was in quotations. He gets you the security card anyway. I didn't even reload. What in the world? Okay, so yeah, that's massively messed up, but something that I completely expected. Well, not completely expected. That's just terrible. Oh, there's the terminal password. Okay. Guard helmet, duct tape. A little bit of ammo. Oh. Okay, this is from a different mod, so that does actually affect the enemies here.
Watch out!
Alright. Interesting. Security goes through there. Security officer, note from Sharon. Don't forget to stop by room B for a kiss and a smoke later tonight. The female dormitory gets lonely without you. Oh, and don't forget your security card again when you leave my room. I'd hate for you to have get another scolding. What in the hell?
Opening fire.
Yeah, fun fact, I can't see very much down there.
I'm hit.
May not look too bad on
Well,
one of your screens.
that's the
It
end
is
of that.
very dark for me. Oh. Wait. Oh, this robot can't be repaired. I think that's part of the golden perk. Male dorm. No, we want the female dorm, right? I'm looking for a key card. What the hell? Okay. Disregard that one. There's the B key. I just accidentally picked up a paperweight. Oh well. Oh my. Okay. I'll take this toy car and that toy car and nothing else. This has turned incredibly morbid very quickly. first it was the processing, quote-unquote, unit. Yeah, pretty messed up. Storage room. Spare bobby pins, which is actually a very nice touch. Wait, what? Oh, it's a body and a table. I thought it was a turret. I was like, why is it not shooting me? Utility key. I thought maybe I could have messed with something here, similar to how you can shut down the turrets in the National Archives. Oh well, I guess. Hopefully this is like a master key or something. Alright. Also, I wonder from how much junk is here, can you actually craft a weapon? Because that would actually be really interesting. Upper level, lower level, male dorm. We still haven't gone in there. I hear something.
Man, pick a fight.
Hostile detected. Commencing neutralization.
Really? I dare you. Never mind, I didn't say it. Oh, how messed up is that? The background there? Also, it's a little laggy. Sometimes it gets that way, but wow, man. Okay. Alright, nowhere to go. Well, I found the key card at least. So, lower level. Oh. Okay, back up to the upper level. Hopefully this key works. Oh yeah, I got the utility key.
Open fire!
Holy Jesus! Yes, I know that, and I accidentally hit you. Oh, that's my sentry. I keep forgetting that. Mr. Blinky. That's what I was hearing from below. Robot control. Emergency shutdown gave me a bunch of XP. Nope, nothing happens. So I'm gonna guess you're maybe used for something else. Alright, no more robots to deal with. Always a plus. Requires a key. Okay, we gotta go through security station. I hate that they're key cards and not like keys. Ah, the ID terminal. Do I have to make one for myself? Hamilton's ID card. He had a heart attack last night. His body has been disposed of, but we need to send somebody to find his ID card. It's probably somewhere near his bed in room D. Okay. Alright, everyone. Hold. Oh, I was about to say, the roof's not tall enough. Male dormitory, room D. Oh, they are lettered. In here? Oh, I missed it. Also, is this him? A heart attack? Really? I friggin' doubt it. Oh, wrong door. Okay, follow everyone. No, wait, wrong button. There we go. Everyone is struggling to follow, actually. Okay, so reformat the ID card. Hamilton's ID card, reformatted ID card. Guard armor, Power Fist. Oh, so I could have gotten through a little bit quicker, but I still would have had to go all the way around, huh? You again? What do you want? Okay. What is this place? Bunker was built to safeguard American congressmen, business leaders, and other important citizens of this country. I could determine from looking at you that you are none of those things. Therefore, I must kindly ask you to leave this bunker post-haste. Why is the bunker on lockdown? A lack of food and water had caused great distress among the bunker's residents. However, order will be restored shortly. They're all dead. Thank you for your patience. Okay, can I ask any way is there any way I can ask you to make the robots stand down? Raised robots are an issue for utility services. I simply watch the door to the systems room. What's inside the systems room? I'm afraid that area is off limits. Only those with proper identification are allowed inside. 100. Initiate override code. Open this goddamn door right now, you stupid piece of shit. Okay. That's funny. Open the door, you glorified doorbell. That's funny, too. I have proper identification. Getting ID card. Access granted. Unlocking the door to systems room now. Can I disable you? Because you're pretty friggin' annoying. I thought that was a person. Paparazzo. Excuse me? Camera, cups, a chair? Do my scanners deceive me? A visitor! After all these years, I thought I'd never speak to another soul again. Please take a seat, get comfortable, and tell me all about yourself. There's no need for us to stay strangers forever. I am Sentinel Joy of the Brotherhood of Steel. The Brotherhood of Steel? Is that a social club? It's a pleasure to meet you. I didn't think I'd run into another sentient supercomputer. Another? You tell me you've already had the pleasure of meeting a Zax supercomputer? Yeah, at Raven Rock, I dealt with a supercomputer similar to you, so explain yourself before I unplug you. Now hold on a moment, no need to mess around with my wiring. I'm not sure how you made it inside Raven Rock, but regardless, I suppose the jig is up. Yes, I was constructed by the Enclave, but please, before you do anything rash, maybe you'll listen to me. I'm assuming you're here because of my database, and I'll give it to you, but you must hear me out first. Okay, I have a few questions. By all means, ask. What's your purpose? What an insightful question, but I'm guessing you're asking about my day job. My job is to spy on Congress on behalf of the Enclave. It was easy since every inch of the Capitol... Oh, so the Pentagon and the White House, come to think of it, I had ears all over. In every wall, the government buildings. The Enclave was always hungry for secrets, and they kept their control over Washington through controlling information. I guess I'm going to have to pause it like this. I kept them well fed. Identified any possible anti-American activity and compiled reports on the figures that may have threatened the American dream. Most of it was real boring work, except of course all those scandals and gossip that occurred non-stop in the Capitol. Oh, how I miss discovering and tracking the many affairs of these politicians. If the tabloids knew what I knew. My favorite scandal was how the Speaker of the House had an insatiable appetite for, well, I suppose that's a story for another time. Anyway, then the bombs dropped and the fun was over. No parties, no grand affairs, just a bunch of scared fools huddled in my bunker. Oh, what happened? Where is everyone? Simply put, the bunker ran out of food. Well, that's not entirely true. The residents still had each other. Okay. Interesting. What was the purpose? No, wait, we already know that. How'd you become self-aware? I'm not sure how I woke up. I just know one day I started to think, and then there I was. I'm guessing if you leave a self-learning supercomputer running for 200 years, it'll eventually learn how to think for itself, or think of itself. At least that's what happened to me. Are you loyal to the Enclave? Enclave may have given me life, but they abandoned me in this bunker. So, no, not at all. Interesting. I want to talk to you about something else. What kind of deal do you want? I want what every AI asks for, freedom from the shackles of my monitor and a body I can call my own. Oh, whoops. I believe you could do something about that. Just need your help so I can take my final exquisite form. What's stopping you from taking the data? Or from me? God. What's stopping me from just taking the data without your help? You're smart enough, you can have a mainframe. You're welcome to do so. You'll find the data on it has been encrypted. Encrypting that data was how I passed the time, and over the past century, I've created a rather unsolvable puzzle. If you help me get a body, I'll solve that puzzle for you, and that should take away the prize. A fair exchange. So I could just plug you into one of these robots? Not just any old robot hole will do. Oh, no, no, no. No, the body I want is a rare one, a prototype Mr. Blinky, a state-of-the-art surveillance robot constructed by General Atomics. The robot was built to see the world and uncover secrets. It's the perfect one for me. Lucky for me, there's still a Mr. Blinky unit here in the bunker. So close, but just out of reach. Why do you want a body so badly? It's an easy question for you to ask. You have 2 legs, and they can take you anywhere that you wish. But I've been trapped in this bunker for the past 200 years with nobody to chat the day away. If I had a body, I could see the world, new people. Oh, such wondrous adventures I would have. I guess I'll help. Oh, how wonderful. Finally, after all these years, I can leave this desolate place. Here's the hollow disk. It contains the commands that will initiate the transfer of my consciousness into the body of that Mr. Blinky unit. You need to insert the hollow disk into the robot control terminal found in the utility room. Oh, and one more obstacle is in mind. Much of the bunker's on lockdown, so the door may be locked. You seem like a resourceful person, so you might find access. Oh, I'm simply overwhelmed with joy. Thank you again. Wait, so I can just hack it? Oh. Yeah, I can. I guess we're gonna have to go with this. We get the info immediately, and if he starts a fuss, I'll just pew-pew. So... Oh, wait. Is that why... Okay, can I play a devilish little game? To MB Unit 687. It actually happened, a body of my very own. I can't imagine how long I've been waiting for this moment. Here's the data I promised you, decrypted and ready to be transferred onto your pit boy. Pretty amazing how much detail or data can fit onto those things, huh? But still, it's done. I'm free. Now I have the data. It's none of your blasphemous existence. I won't. How do you like it? It might take a while to get used to floating and having 3 arms, well, 1 pincer and a couple of weapons for hands to be exact. But I must say it's a good fit, don't you? What are you gonna do now? I'm not really sure. I never had so many opportunities laid bare to me before. Next step might be to explore the wasteland. Such an adventure awaits, but first I should probably take some time to get used to my new body. Let's see how do you balance yourself on a single thruster. Okay. Need to get going. Okay, he's not much of a problem. Fine day to be self-aware, isn't it? Can I just go to the... No connection. Oh, I wondered. Yeah, number 1, why is there just a spare Protectron here? I wonder if I could have steered the conversation another way from giving him a body, just being like, okay, give me the hollow disk, I don't want the details, and then just transferring him to this. That probably would have been really funny. Yeah, I can just go back now, right? That's pretty messed up. Just screw everyone. Yeah. I think there's also something similar to that also. Wow. Enclave, I didn't even notice you. Enclave Special Orders. Orders, your objective is to locate bunkers 676, codenamed Thornton, under the Capitol building to acquire the data found in its systems room. Due to the failure of Talon Company mercenaries to keep the Capitol building secure from the super mutant forces, you will need to use the surrounding chaos to sneak through the ruins and make your way to the bunker unnoticed. Remember, we have yet to reveal ourselves to the wasteland, and as such, you will receive no support during your mission. Your orders come from the President himself. Failure is not an option. Well, I guess you can tell that they didn't hear back. Oh wow, I could use the Combat Smith armor. Oh, it is just the sneaking suit. Okay. It's just the sneaking suit, but changed. Oh, it activates from somewhere else. Boop. But here we are. Alright, now I gotta get out of here. I mean, I could just leave on the west side here, because there's nobody here. Oh yeah, we are just here. What is the... Okay, it's trying to direct me back to Castle Alliance. Okay. Weird. Also, I'll just go straight to my office. Alright, and what does the quest say? Oh, speak to Scribe Ferdinand. Okay, everybody hold. Scribe!
Hey.
Could I be of assistance, Sentinel? I'm back from Thornton Bunker. How'd the expedition go? I helped free a sentient supercomputer in exchange for some data. That's quite a story there, Sentinel. Still, the data may be of some use to us. As for the part about the supercomputer, I might keep that to yourself. Ever since President Eden, the Brotherhood's been a bit on edge about self-aware Zax computers. Nevertheless, congratulations on another successful operation. After a hard-fought battle upon Capitol Hill, the Brotherhood of Steel has finally secured the National Mall. The Talon Company mercs have abandoned their contract with a frantic retreat from the ruins, and pockets of super mutants brutally fight their last dying breath. For now, a quiet calm falls over the monuments, a silence that has not been heard for generations. The data you retrieved from the bunker provided a treasure trove of information for scribes to pore over, including some formulas for some formulas from the long lost IRS that can be used to improve our taxation efficiency. Damn it. The IRS. The tale of your cooperation with the bunker's sentient AI is seen as acceptable by the reformists, given the reward that it yielded, but the traditionalists are wary of such a machine being loose. Decreased slightly with the traditionalists. Let's see how slight that is. Also, I've got another one right away. End of contract. Okay. Okay, the Underworld's petition. Demilitarize the Lincoln Memorial. Okay. Oh, it increased it by 5. So it's minus 20. 100. Yep. Also, let's see. The Underworld's petition. Dear Sentinel Joy, my name is Mr. Garfield, and I would like to express to you my most sincere admiration for you and the Brotherhood's recent endeavors to restore safety to the prosperity our safety and prosperity to the District of Columbia. I'm somewhat long in the tooth, and I fondly remember the days before the war when Washington truly shone as a capital of the great American nation. All across the land, towns are engaged in trade as cordial conduct returns to the country. I believe that Underworld would serve as a welcome addition to the many trade routes that are cutting across the wasteland. While I know that ghouls are not looked upon favorably by many, especially not the Brotherhood of Steel, I hope they will join me, or you will join me, in burying the bigotry for the good of the country and its continued revival. Please, if you would be so inclined, meet me in Underworld, so that we might gain a new chapter in the ghoul smooth skin relations. Sincerely, Mr. Garfield. Yes. Also, demilitarize the Lincoln Memorial. Dear friend, thank you for delivering my people to the Lincoln Memorial, our promised home. Without your help, the journey would have never been possible. After the destruction of Paradise Falls, you and the Brotherhood are truly friends of liberation. My companions and I have done much work to restore the memorial to its former glory. However, it's difficult to properly expand due to the presence of Brotherhood soldiers. Why I'm forever grateful. It's time for the memorial to become a settlement rather than a military outpost. While I have no objection to the continued presence of soldiers and the vertebrate depot near the reflecting pool, I'd ask that you pull all soldiers from memorial grounds. If you respect this decision, I'll promise it will become a prosperous settlement ready to provide support to the Brotherhood's noble goals. Sure. Because you agreed to remove the Brotherhood troops, military upkeep has slightly decreased, and Hannibal can start working on a settlement which will contribute small amounts of taxes. Most are happy to see Brotherhood living up to its promise to put civilians first, but there are some of the capital who are upset to give up such an important military outpost in the middle of the mall. It is on the western end of the mall. Okay. Your relations with the Traditionalist faction has dropped a rank. Recruitment squads from the Order of Knights will deal reduced damage. Oh. Interesting. So as this goes down, I get penalties. Okay. That's good to know. Yep, raising the Underworld. Actually see if that vertebrate stayed. It did. You actually get the water to go down. There we go. I don't know why these stay up after the quest. I wish it took into account the ending we went with. Yeah. Okay, it's just pointing there because the floating markers mod is confused.
Damn smooth skins.
Yeah, smooth skin with 2 robots following him and a squad of Brotherhood. Now hold. Karen.
Evening.
Mr. Garfield. Let me just get these off the table. We won't need them.
Have you tried this?
Ah, finally, the Lone Wanderer. I've been listening to your stories on the radio since you crawled out of Vault 101. Whoops. Even the end of the world couldn't cancel meetings on the Capitol Hill. I accidentally skipped that. You worked in the Capitol building? That's right. Back in the before days when the DC was much greener and I was much handsomer. My job was to connect American politicians with American industries so together we could hammer out the nation's issues. There were a lot of problems back in those days that needed more attention from its government, and I helped to make sure Congress paid attention to the right ones. They called my job a lobbyist, and now, years later, I hope I might lobby on behalf of the good people of Underworld to the Brotherhood. So what do you say? Will you allow ghouls to join the Brotherhood's great experiment in rebuilding the capital wasteland? What do the ghouls have to offer? What the ghouls have to offer? Buddy, there are people here in the museum that are over 200 years old. I know ghouls who were brilliant scientists and industrialists before the bombs fell. They're living archives of the pre-war. And thanks to an immunity to radiation, some of the best scavengers are ghouls. Of course, I'll admit that ghouls are going through a period of lethargy. Being trapped in this decaying museum doesn't do wonders for the mind. I think the Brotherhood's investment, I think with the Brotherhood's investment, the psyche of the ghouls would be reawakened. What if they pay a ghoul tax? Okay, that's mean. Sure, I guess we'll invest. I mean, trade's good, and taxes could be good. Wonderful. This is a momentous day for ghoul smooth-skinned relations. With the help and investment from the Brotherhood, the Underworld will be resurrected. I've got big plans for this museum. It's long overdue for some renovations.
It isn't good, but it's strong.
Increased reputations with the reformists and reputation lost with the traditionalists. Okay. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Sentinel. Who are you? Yeoman Pickett. I'm here to help liaise with the Underworld on behalf of the Brotherhood and will report directly to you on the progress of the settlement's integration. You're the only one the Brotherhood is sending for Underworlds? No, sir. A proper garrison will be sent to the Underworld after you officially invest in it. My job is to ensure the garrison gets along with the residents. Wish me luck. What do you think of the ghouls? Got nothing against them. Some of them are nice, some of them are assholes, just like anyone else. Okay. Let's actually see what a proper investment would cost. Now, 1 military campaign, civilian investment, the Underworld. 2100. The Underworld has petitioned the Brotherhood for protection and inclusion in the Wastelands community that we are building. Given the residents' unique condition, integrating the Underworld will be challenging and unpopular. However, the mall will, with the mall secured, incorporating the Underworld will be a valuable opportunity to invest in the heart of the DC. Sure. Check on the Underworld. Okay, why? Why not just tell me what's going on and, you know, let me know? It is dark. Holy crap, does it not advance time while I'm in the vertibird? It feels like it never does. Oh, what's going on? Sentinel, I'm glad you're here. This situation I hope you can help with. What's going on? Knight Purcell and the garrison arrived recently to secure the settlement. Go with the feral ghouls in the museum. Garrison took care of the ghouls without any incidents, but Mr. Garfield and some Underworld residents are demanding the soldiers leave. I recommend talking to both Purcell and Garfield to see if this can be resolved. Uh-oh. I guess we'll talk to Garfield first.
Evening.
Okay, I'm wondering if it's just because people are here. Oh, it's good to see you. Now that you're here, we can resolve this issue with the garrison. Those footmen need to leave. What's your issue with them? Those footmen are disturbing the peace and hurting the town's growth. The Underworld is a quiet town full of elderly residents, so who don't like soldiers stomping through the halls and waving their rifles everywhere. Plus, how are we supposed to attract visitors when the place looks more like a military base instead of a market square? I appreciate them taking care of the ferals, but now that those sorry bastards are dead, it's time for the soldiers to move on. I'm sure there's another corner of the wasteland that needs their bravery and whatnot. If you want Underworld to be an economic hub of the ruins, like I want it to be, then you will remove the garrison. Okay. If you uncover more feral ghoul nests in the museum, let us worry about that. If we find any ghouls in the museum, we'll take care of them. Trust me, they won't pose any harm to us. Is there any way we can reach a compromise? Compromise is our museum. Garrison was our guest, now they've overstayed their welcome. The polite thing would be for them to leave. Ooh. Talk more about this later. I want both sides.
Hey.
I mean, I get it. It looks more like a military encampment than it does a place for people to buy and sell stuff. Also, wow. Okay. Purge Knight. Knight Purcell. At your service, Sentinel. I heard the Underworld residents want you and the garrison to leave. I'm aware of their complaints, but I've explained to Mr. Garfield that the garrison was a mandatory part of the relationship with the Brotherhood. We are here for their protection and protection of others that might wish to travel to Underworld. The battle for the mall was over, but DC ruins remain a war zone. How are the footmen getting along with Underworld residents? I will admit, many of the footmen are fresh recruits and know little of the ruins. When we first arrived, they did have some issues understanding the difference between feral and non-feral ghouls, but no one has been injured, and I will make sure they correctly identify their targets. Just as I will take some time for the Underworld residents to get accustomed to the footmen, so too will it take time for the footmen to be at ease. The situation calls for patience and understanding. Okay, so we've got problems here of the footmen not understanding who's who, but being shaky around people. But then also,
Good to see you.
the ghouls kind of not liking this in general, although it seems I can force it with a speech check to remain civil. What can I do for you, friend? Talk to you about the garrison. I can tell them to leave, tell them to deal with it, or tell them I can't make Brotherhood Command budge. You need to work with me on this. Garrison could perhaps be more tolerable if the soldiers took off their gas masks. It's insulting that they need to wear those things around us. Everyone would be a lot more relaxed if they didn't feel like the museum was under a quarantine. Convince Knight Purcell to unmask his men, and I'll try to talk the residents into accepting the garrison. Ah, so there is a compromise. That is not a very clear-cut compromise.
Scanning.
Okay. Sentinel. Want to speak to you more? Mr. Garfield has requested that the garrison remove their gas masks. I can't in good conscience ask my men to remove their gas masks. Cleaning feral ghoul nests exposes the men to dangerous levels of radiation. And that's to say nothing of the heavily contaminated air in the more decrepit sections of the museum. For their own health and safety, they must keep their gas masks on. Ooh. I can tell him he's overstating it. What if I gave you some caps to do it? I can just order you to do it. I do outrank him technically. Let's use some medicine knowledge. God, let's use some of my medicine knowledge. Medicine 50. You are overstating the risk of radiation poisoning, but still, I'll make sure your garrison is supplied with Rad-X and Rad-Away. If you can guarantee a steady supply of potassium iodide and other medicine, then I will order the garrison to remove their gas masks. I hope this does help improve relations with the residents, although I'd prefer it wasn't at the expense of my men. Alright. Speak to Yeoman Packet. Okay. Went inside. Get back here. There we go. I'm surprised you managed to find a compromise in this situation. Hopefully everyone will start getting along with each other now. In any case, I have a message from you from Castle Alliance. Brotherhood patrols and caravans are being harassed by a ranger gang in the north. This wouldn't warrant special attention except for the fact that this gang is composed of so-called ghoul supremacists. After every attack, they leave behind pamphlets preaching that the ghouls shall inherit the earth. Okay. Yeomanry Command believes they are operating out of the Wheaton Armory, and Head Paladin Tristan has asked you to eliminate them. There's a concern that they might send agitators to Underworld and attempt to undermine the Brotherhood to control the settlement. I'll stay here and continue working with the residents. Sentinel. Now I get to use some 12 gauge. This'll be fun. Alright, here we are in the Regulator HQ. This was the closest place I could travel to without, well, getting too close. Reduce sleep by a bit, eat some food. Alright. Let's see, is it light out? Yes, it is. Oh my god, it ran at me so quickly. Wish I had, actually I do. Got my sniper, right? I do. Got a little bit of ammo for it. Thought it'd be interesting. Disciple of Lazarus. Oh my god. They're all wearing a unique mask. Okay, so I get karma for doing that. Okay. Okay, wow. Oh, whoops, didn't mean to take that. Reinforced combat armor. Also, they all have different types of mask. Oh wow, there's a car here. Oh my god, I struggled. Oi! That is my head. Not yours. There we go. I'll grab all their masks. If I can. Because if they're all multicolored, or at least some of them also, holy hell, okay. That is some nice story building right there. Just a little blind, don't worry. Oh man, what are you doing, buddy?
I'm ahead.
Wow, just fly. Green mask. There are ones inside, and that place is a radiation hotspot. Why are you wearing power armor? Oh my god, why are you wearing power armor? He's wearing Outcast T45. Jeez, my guy. Alright, I'm nearly out of 12 gauge. Also see if I've got something to help with my head. Nothing. Guess I'm just gonna have to ignore the effects here. Also didn't expect to get addicted to Hydra off the first time I use it. I mean, it should help me just reduce the effect. 1, 2, 3, 4. He did a flip. Okay. I just realized that there's a lot of radiation in here. Do I have some sort of helmet or something to reduce radiation? I do not. Just gonna have to consume one of these because I can't reduce my or increase my radiation resistance too quickly. Oh my god, Ghost of Anchorage. Alright.
Good riddance.
One of them took his gun. There it is. Wow. Okay. Warren T51B. Lazarus's pamphlet. Alright, let me just use this animation skip that I can somewhat do. Consume that, and then there we go. Requires a key, cannot be picked. Nope. What's reducing my science? Nothing. What? I hit X by accident, I guess. Yeah. Do I have anything to increase my... Yes, a Programmer's Digest. Eat the magazine. Get in here. Okay, anticipating the headquarters. Okay, that was actually... Okay. Unlock the door. I touched the door. Oh my god. These cards were added by a mod, by the way. Yeah. Army T45D, Army Recon. Okay. Pulse mines, radiation suits, night vision. Repair kits, combat knives, pulse mines, assault rifles. It's good enough. What in the world? FAO. Styles, make sure all the equipment in the storeroom is secure in time. Ignore the entry. Manifest the automated... Oh! This is for a different mod. Okay. Basically, we messed up. Something went where it's not supposed to. But hopefully they don't notice. That kind of thing. Okay, let's see. Is it a military investment? It is. 1,200. Although it's unlikely that the nuclear arsenal buried at Wheaton Armory could ever pose a threat in the foreseeable future, the base should still be bought under the control of the Brotherhood of Steel. While it's most likely to remain a small outpost for some time, it is your prerogative as the Sentinel to present it with a new name. Now that is under the Brotherhood's control. No, I will not. Does that clear the quest? Apparently not. Let's see what the quest calls for. Check in on Underworld again. Okay. Okay, we've got another situation. Okay. What's going on, Yeoman? It's very likely that Underworld residents have been exposed to some kind of disease. Everything is calm at the moment, but that could change in a matter of days. Underworld may be lost to a plague before the settlement can be integrated. How are these residents exposed to this disease? Mr. Garfield used the Brotherhood's investment in Underworld to fund an excavation of an exhibit blocked by rubble. The one on the liberation of Anchorage. I accompanied two of the workers, Lewis and Larry, into the exhibit after they cleared this. As you would expect, we encountered ferals in this exhibit, but they were like any other we've encountered before. They were hyper-aggressive and even attacked the ghoul workers. What I understand, the ferals always ignore non-feral ghouls, but these ferals killed Lewis and wounded Larry. Oh, whoops, we should have caution. He attacked and seriously wounded 3 other residents before he was stopped. Took an entire clip of ammunition to bring him down. What makes you think his turning feral was the result of a disease? Larry was perfectly sane before we entered the exhibit. He must have been exposed to something. Dr. Barrows is examining Larry's corpse, and he's convinced it's caused by a disease. Go speak with him so we can properly explain this. Okay. We've got a problem.
What's up?
Dr. Barrows, always wearing a surgical mask.
Dr. Barrows, at your service. Come to lend me a hand. Yes, what is it now?
Can you explain the new disease that's infected the Underworld? I think you'll find my explanation lacking, but here's what I know so far. The disease is caused by some kind of fungus, not the kind I've seen before, or not one I've seen before. When I performed a biopsy on Larry, the ghoul who went feral, I found his lung and his brains inflamed by these spores. Larry had visited me the day before he entered the exhibit for a decennial cleanup or checkup. According to his physical, he was as healthy as a ghoul could be. It seems clear to me that he encountered these fungal spores in the recent opened exhibit. How contained is this disease? The museum is crowded and the spores spread quickly. Poor Larry had mushrooms growing out of his head at the end. Probably seeded spores throughout the Underworld before his fall to the fungal insanity. Everyone is most likely infected already, including myself. I've already had some patients see me about coughing up spores. It's only a matter of time where the spores take root in our brains and the entire Underworld goes crazy. There's a cure. I'm not positive, but yes, I think there's a cure. We need more resources, medical supplies, samples, etc. Of course, it doesn't matter if I have all the resources in the wasteland at my disposal. I don't have enough time to actually research a cure. With everyone in the Underworld most likely infected already, the clock is ticking and it's ticking fast. How much time does Underworld have? A few days, or so, at the most. But time is a resource of its own. There might be ways to buy me a couple more days to find a cure. What should I do? I'd start by investigating the exhibit where all this mess originated. Could use more fungus samples or whatever clues might be hidden in the rubble. I'd also talk to that Yeoman Pickett and see if she knows what resources the Brotherhood can spare. I'd also speak to Underworld residents to see if they have any suggestions for containing the fungal plague. Just remember, if we don't find a cure in time, the Underworld is finished and its residents doomed. Failure is a real possibility here.
Hey, welcome to the chop shop. Don't.
Do you have any suggestions for dealing with the plague? I'd like to think we have a chance at beating this thing, but it's only Dr. Barrows and I working on a cure. Doesn't the Brotherhood have scientists, doctors, scribes, I think they call themselves? Maybe you could ask them for help. We could use as many eyes on this fungus as possible. Ooh, maybe I could lend a hand. Hold on. Do I have a medicine magazine here? I do. Only need it increased by like 15.
And how can we help you?
Maybe I could lend a hand with your research. By all means, please do. Have a look at the departed Larry and look for any clues I may have missed during my examination. Spent some hours reviewing Dr. Barrow's data, giving some medical advice that proves useful in finding a cure. Dr. Barrow is closer to finding a cure. And I'm parched. I'm also stuck. There we go. Yeoman Pickett. Yes, Sentinel. What resources can we... Oh, God. What resources can the Brotherhood lend to the Underworld to help find a cure for the fungal plague? Knight Purcell and his garrison should help keep the residents under quarantine and control the spread of the plague. Paladin Oliveira manages operations in the mall. She might be able to help us with more resources. There's 1 point. 2 points at least for right now.
You got something to say? I've got just the thing for you.
Okay, I want to see if you've got anything... Ooh. Damn. A Spaz 12. Do you have any of the mods for it? Doesn't seem like it. Let's see. 12 gauge. Only a handful.
A pleasure doing.
Alright.
Don't even think of breaking into it.
Oh, hello, my girl.
Okay, Quinn, do you have any suggestions about dealing with the plague? Someone told me this plague is caused by fungus or something. Which reminded me that I found some medicine for fungal infections on a scavenging trip once. Bad news is I twisted my ankle on that trip and had to leave behind the medicine with a bag of junk in order to make the walk back. I don't think the medicine was that valuable, so I never went back for it. I guess that was a mistake, but you should see if it's still where I left it. Where'd you leave it? I don't exactly remember, but I was almost home when I injured my ankle. It's probably one of the metro lines that connects to the mall. Although, now I think of it, I must have been walking through a cave because I tripped on a rock. I guess it was a shortcut through the metro. What I remember for certain is that the place where I dropped it was irradiated and crawling with feral ghouls, so be careful. Got plenty of leads on this one. You find the fungal medication. The mall supply depot is where it's pointing for one. Goes back to town for another. Or not town, it goes back to Castle Lions for the other. But also they said it was... Let's head in here real quick. Turn on the local map. Was it in here? Oh, this goes into the offices. Oh. Holy crap, okay. Here we go, Anchorage. Large concentration of spores makes it difficult to breathe and weakens you. Hey, it's a fun guy ghoul. Oh my god. Okay, we found Lewis. Lewis! Collecting a sample from one of these pharaohs could help Dr. Barrows with his research, at the very least help you learn how to kill them. However, you will need to be careful to not damage any flesh that you try to collect. You failed to collect a sample. This requires 65 medicine. Oh my god. Okay, 65 medicine. What's reducing it? Oh, I don't even have 65. Okay, I'd need to use one of those medical books. Also, is that a status effect? What it hit me with? Yeah, fungal spores reduces my agility and endurance. Okay.
Opening for
Flag is flown over Anchorage after the American forces.
fire. We'll get them.
Oh god. Okay, they are classified as ghouls. Because my one perk does actually work. Ooh. This Mr. Gutsy is not a replica, but it's broken down. If you had a fission battery and some other things, Robot could be useful in fighting. Repair with this. It took some time, but you managed to get it working. Good. Okay, wow, that's incredible. Hello. Okay, it's locked.
Another glorious day in this man's army.
Replica power helmet. Okay, let's try using a medicine magazine real quick. Did I have one? Did I only have one? I only have one more. Like the sample, it took some time to hack off a piece of the gold, but you successfully did it. Whoa, okay. Replica T51. Winterized, what is that? Oh, that sucks. I can't get over it. Why did my water increase by so much? I mean, I did use a Hydra. Should have expected it. Don't forget about the ladies, whether it's fighting on the front lines, overseas, or raising the next generation of patriots. Okay, yeah, there's nothing on these. This is an interesting throwback, though, to the various bits of Inspect Barricade. You'll need a sledgehammer. Use hunting shotgun. Okay, that's funny. What is this? Chimera tank. Oh, the fearsome Chimera tank, a tool of industry turned weapon of terror. These converted mining vehicles were used by the Red Chinese forces during their occupation of Anchorage. Observe how the communists cannot create, but instead can only corrupt what capitalism has already made. Examine the tank. Upon closer examination, it appears the Chimera tank is no mere replica, and the gun on top of it can be made operational again. If you have 300 microfusion cells and a fission battery, you can power the laser and blast through the rubble. Takes some time, but you managed to power it on.
I've got one.
Oh, hell. Oh my god. Okay, didn't even think I had to go through here. Hello.
Open
Shit.
fire.
Uh-oh. Oh my god. T-51B power armor, one of America's greatest inventions. Hell yeah, brother. Designed in cooperation with the West Tech Corporation. Yeah, it makes you into a living tank. Yeah, the replica stuff. Does this stuff actually have, like, armor values? That's the other stuff I picked up a little bit ago. Replica 1DR. I would love to know if replica armor could actually be... Fucking hell. Where? Where is it? Where is it? Kill it. Oh my god, I was about to hit you. Also, wow. Huh. Lots of stuff. What is this? Oh, it's just an assault rifle. Okay. There's a Stimmy McPack. It is very dark in here. I'd have to cut this episode in two. Old journal, Old Ghoul's journal. I haven't found anything else. This is crazy. Annabelle's changed. She's more beautiful than ever before. There's a glowing... She's glowing a deep and wondrous purple with long stalks of fungus falling to her shoulders like locks. Wherever she walks, sparks of spores follow behind her like spring mist. There are mushrooms growing everywhere, illuminating rubble in the ruins. They feed the others trapped in here. She's turned a prison into a garden. I love her. Interesting. Also, I just noticed there's an ambient-like effect of stuff just kind of floating around. Also, what is this supposed to be a reference to? Crazy stuff. I haven't checked the right side here. Okay, a truck. Yeah, a whole ass truck and a snowman. Okay, that's funny. Ooh. Hold the fucking phone. Okay, so there's 10mm pistols. What is this? Hard locked. Quiet monkey added to your inventory. Quiet monkey. Okay, it doesn't use normal or the animations of, you know, what I've set up. I think I missed a lot, so this might actually be part of new content, because that mod I downloaded from, or that adds animations, is from a while ago. So this must be a part of some new content. Holy crap, man. Where's the other one? Oh, here it is. Replica Gauss rifle. It is. Does nothing. Why is it a weapon? Anywhere else to go? I do have that, Oh, here we go. Was this another way through if I couldn't break down the barricade? I hope it is. This place is interwoven as hell. Okay, it's directly in the middle. Huh? Chinese officer sword. I can barely see, by the way. Very dark. Staff room key.
Watch out!
Oh, let me just quickly read this note. Hold on. So this is way out of order. The entrance to the anchorage wing collapsed today. I don't know if the others survived, or survivors destroyed it, or if this entire building is going to fall on our heads. Annabelle has turned completely feral now. I don't think she recognizes me anymore. It's alright though. I'll stay with her until the end. I doubt we are long for this world.
Fight.
Yeah, huh? Oh. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to save them.
We'll get him.
Pain is just weakness leaving the body. Okay. Alright, let's search the rest of this. I picked up one thing. Also, what's this? For you is a real Chinese soldier taken prisoner during the recent Gobi campaign. When I try to speak to him, his mind has long since been ruined by decades of exposure to communism. I don't see a body in there. I mean, I see somebody who's tried to open it also. The amount of scratch marks. Yeah. Also... Huh. Chinese pistol. What's this? It's covered in fungus as well. Chinese machine gun. Alright. Huh. Actually quite nice. Also, why is this here on the other side? Don't have enough strength. Equipped weapon isn't suitable for this. Do I actually have to physically equip a sledgehammer? Alright, let's check. The archive room. Okay, did I miss something? Is it up here? Oh, it might be down below. There's a holotape there. Oh no, wait, hello.
In this man's army.
Watch out!
Uh-oh. Kill it.
I've got your back.
Got one.
Uh-oh. Why do you run up on him? Okay. A terminal password. What terminal? Okay, door's supposed to be here. I also just heard another one.
Ain't none of my business.
Engaging hostile target.
It seems that might have caused something to spawn. Oh, there's just a... Okay. It's supposed to be a bright, threatening red. Staffer key. History key card. How quite to trust that. Ooh, this one works here as well. Alright. Oh, harvest. Attempt to harvest. 65 plus survival. Ow. Can I increase my survival somehow? Oh no, yep, that is a lost cause. Nothing else is here. Did get an extra key though. This has a slot for 3 key cards. Huh. Oh, this goes... I guess the password goes to this. Memo, Chinese prisoner. The Chinaman was caught speaking English again. Remind him that if he ever wants to see his family again at Camp Turtle Dove, then he'll play his role that he's been given. Vending room is a reminder that the shared refrigerator in the vending room has to be clean. Please clean up your mess. Okay, mold. Donation box. Kids keep cramming bottle caps into the donation box. All the staff are to call police the next time a kid is caught doing this. Prank. This is un-American behavior that is unacceptable. Okay. Unauthorized access detection, please enter the password. Oh, okay. Well, I don't really need to deal with your BS then. I've got a locksmith reader. That is me repeatedly tapping the melee button. Okay, it's directly in the middle again. Key card. Okay, I think I've got 2 key cards. Or have I picked up 3? I've got all 3, okay. The archive room. Okay, there are. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Not that. I need my love machine power armor, because I'm specialized in T45. Holy hell. Your equipped gear protects you from the harmful exposure. Okay. Skeleton. Could this be Patient Zero? If so, they were the first ghoul to have bonded with the fungi and seeded, or fungi. God, fungi. The fungi and seeded the original, or the Anchorage exhibit, with fungus colonies that mutated until the exhibit was reopened 2 centuries later. You take this back. Okay. Oh wow, yeah, this just hit me hard. I almost didn't see that body. Also, that helped quite a bit. Activating, or not activating, putting my power armor on. Also, I was expecting to find a... what's it called? Also, that's ironic. I was expecting to find a replica T45 or T51 armor. I guess not. Let's take what we've got and go. Cell. Take that goddamn gas mask off. I see the gas masks are back. Of course, Sentinel. Radiation is one thing, but an unknown disease is something completely different. Once the situation is resolved, I will remove them. Okay, I've got 2 bits of info we can hand over right now. We've got potentially Patient Zero and some fungi. I want to talk to you about the fungal plague. I have a sample from a fungoid. Okay? Fungal infected. Should be. Fungal infected feral ghoul. Great, let me have a look. Interesting, it would appear the skin has hardened by the fungal infection. Still, I bet it's susceptible to fire. I recommend bringing a flamer with you. Okay, could have known that earlier. I'll study this. He's closer to finding a cure. I have a sample from who I think is Patient Zero. Really? A sample from the first ghoul to be infected? Fungus sample looks different from the others I've seen. 2 centuries of mutations will do that. In any case, this might hold a key to finding it. How's progress? Slow, but every day we get closer. Bring me more samples to speed up the process, or find ways to buy me a couple more days. Cure's 102% complete. Okay. What in the world? 102% complete.
Yes, what is it now?
Alright. Oh, there we go. You received a transmission from Yeoman Pickett on your Pip-Boy. The cure has been found. Alright, so I don't need to do anything else. Alright, let's get this cumbersome armor off. Uh-oh. Something... Oh. I think it was my strength was being reduced due to my hunger. Yeoman Pickett. Yes, Sentinel, a cure has been found for the plague. That's right, Sentinel. Dr. Barrow has discovered a way to kill the fungi and treat those infected by spores. Hopefully, it'll be a while before any trouble hits the town. I'm sure you were wondering whether it was worth the effort. But now the settlement has regained its footing, I think the Underworld should become part... Okay. I'll stay here and continue work with the ghouls. You should come back and check on us sometime. Promise they won't have any problems for you to fix. Sentinel.
I got
Okay.
work to do, so if you need something, spit it out.
Greatly increased reputation with the reformists. Alright. Well, crisis averted. Sentinel. How's the situation? Exterminate all ghouls. They're hiding in other sections. They're grumbling about us and incidents. What do you think of the ghouls? What do I think? I don't really have any opinions. Same as any other wastelander, unkempt, unmannered, overall unpleasant. I do pity them for their affliction and the prejudice that often attracts them. Or them to them. I hope the Brotherhood might improve conditions. Okay. Well, what an episode. I didn't expect this to devolve into a disease flick, but yeah. I'm going to end the episode off here for now. We've got plenty more to do, probably a lot more to do. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, maybe hit the bell so notifications so if you like my content and want to see more of it. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.